Support continues to pour in for fire victims across our region. Now, as they get back to getting on their feet, a group of family dentists is offering free work on their teeth. Joining us now is Dr. Ian Erickson with Summit Family Dental. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me, Anna. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So this is a really cool idea, obviously something that you don't really think about, dental appointments. People usually don't want to go just in general. How did you guys come up with this idea of providing this free dental assistance to people who were affected by fires here locally?
Yeah, excuse me. My wife and I first were talking about it. We obviously wanted to do something for this community that is suffering so badly, and obviously housing is such an issue. We would hope to you don't want my wife and I out there building houses. They wouldn't last very long. We are not trained, and they just wouldn't be a good situation. But dentistry is our jam. That's what we're good at. That's what we're trained to do. And so we kind of got our team together and rallied, and we were like, you know what, let's do something big. Let's do something bigger than we've ever done before. And so we're trying to put a positive spin on this crazy year of 2020. And we decided to just try to go big and our pledge is to provide $20,000 of free dental work by the end of the year 2020 for the fire victims in our community.
So right now, when people are kind of gathering some of those resources that they need, trying to get back on their feet, get into a home, why is dental work so important right now? Just kind of maintaining that sense of normalcy. What do you hope it provides for some of the people who come and see you?
Yeah, probably just to try to take a little bit of the stress off. Obviously, I couldn't imagine. Our house was threatened, but it's fine. But I couldn't imagine if I was, removed from my house and now I'm living, couch surfing with, relatives. I couldn't imagine that, I would even be thinking at all of like my dental care. There's a lot of stresses going on. I'm sure they're probably more interested in dealing with FEMA and insurances. And if this is just one thing we could take off the table and do something and help people when they're stressing, what a better opportunity to hit right now.
And when you talk about the money that you guys are providing and the amount of work that you will provide, obviously dental work isn't cheap. I mean, I had a root canal done over the summer. It adds up very quickly. So how are you guys, I guess, controlling which services people can and can't get? Do they need to go in for an initial consult? What does that kind of look like?
Yeah, great. So what we're going to do is we're just going to open it up for it's first come, first serve, probably just by the phone lines. We're going to get a list of people who are in need and their houses have been destroyed, and we want to hear their stories, honestly. And from that, we're going to do new patient exam, cleaning, x-rays, and from that, we would like to kind of disperse the funds as much as possible and try to take care of most emergent needs first, like extractions, root canals. You want to address things like abscesses that, somebody right now worrying about, insurances of, FEMA and stuff, they're not really considering about their dental care, and they could let an abscess sit there and that could be really detrimental to their health. So I think the best way would be to call the office, set up a new patient exam, cleaning and x-ray, and from that, we'll be able to sort of triage as to what's most emergent right off the bat. But you're right, dentistry is super expensive. I was thinking about probably trying to disperse funds around the $500 mark per person. That can go really, really quickly. And $20,000 seems like a lot, and it is. But really, if it's $500 a person, you're really only going to be, helping on the average 40, maybe 50 people. So I just encourage everybody to, call as soon as you can. We've already started this with our own patients, just word of mouth. And it's just been incredibly moving. It's so awesome to be able to give back in a way that, that we're most effective. So.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us about this and for doing it for the community right now. Obviously, with COVID and everything else going on, I'm sure that y'all are just so busy. So thank you for taking the time to take care of the people in our community.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having the time. Back to you, Anna.